Hey everybody, Jillian here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Traveler's Notebook process video. So I have a little Traveler's Notebook insert here that I use to kind of art journal sermon notes, Bible study notes, things like that. Today I'm going to be jotting down some things, some takeaways from an article that I read online. I will link the article below if you are interested in checking it out. It is all about how to smash the idol of approval from others. So I'm just giving you a quick flip through here of some pages that I've created in here. I have process videos for some of them, and for the ones I do, I'll link down in the video description below, along with all of the supplies that I'll use, including these Neo colors, this Print and Pray digital set from Mandy Ford from Illustrated Faith, and some other things. So first I'm going to start by getting color down on my page, and I'm going to use a Pampers baby wipe with these Neo Color 2 water-soluble crayons. I found that the Pampers brand is my favorite for this technique. They have a little bit more moisture in them, and I find that the Neo colors blend better. So I knew that I wanted to use floral stamps for this spread today, and so I'm using pinks and purples and a little bit of aqua for the greenery surrounding the flower. Super abstract. And then there were some pieces from Mandy Ford's latest Print and Pray release that I thought would kind of go well with what I was journaling, and I could use those pieces for journaling spots. So I cut out what look like little mini post-its that she included with her set. They're so adorable. I cut out one of those, and on some of the grid paper that she includes with her set, I'm going to use that as like a background for this tag stamp from the 2020 Vision devotional kit from Illustrated Faith. There's another one of those little post-its. So now that my paper is pretty much dry, I'm going to go ahead and ink up these stamps from Brianna Showalter that are available in the Illustrated Faith shop, and just stamp those over the color that I've put down. I'm not totally going to cover all of the color with the stamps, but just enough to give me a nice backdrop. This stamp set is really fun. It's kind of like build your own florals, and they're a layered floral stamp, so if you wanted to use one of the solid stamps that comes with this set, you could stamp that in like a fun color and then stamp the outline, which is what I'm using exclusively today. Stamp the outline on top of that. I think they're still available in the Illustrated Faith shop. I'll be sure to link them below. Here, I'm just checking out the bleed through. There really is no bleed through with this technique, which I really like. So I am just going to go rapid fire through this spread because it's a lot of me writing. It's a lot of my handwriting, which isn't very exciting to watch. So I'm going to use these three like journaling spots kind of as an anchor for my page to create that visual triangle. So I'll put the first down for my first point. I'm going to use these really fun stamps, like outline stamps. I think that might be from Freckled Fawn, for my numbers 1 through 5 for the 5 points that I'm jotting down. So when I create these types of entries, I've pretty much distilled the whole message down to like 3 to 5 points. And then from each of those, there's typically a word or a phrase that I want to highlight. And that's what I use alpha stickers for, or sometimes I'll use alpha stamps just to kind of pull out that main point from that point. I nestled in the third point here onto the bottom left because I knew I wanted to have plenty of room to talk about 4 and 5. In this TGC article, one way to smash that idol of approval from others was to live from our identity and not for our image. So our identity being something given, like our identity when we put our faith in Christ, versus our image, which is something that we cultivate based on how we want others to perceive us. And that was really helpful for me, and I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of room to talk about it here. And then the fifth point too is that just give in to the awkwardness. I, for one, am super awkward, and the author of this article notes that when we just kind of embrace our awkwardness, it leads to vulnerability, which helps us forge friendships, but also really helps us see our need for God. And he finishes off his article, I thought this was really great, by saying when God becomes big in our lives, then the people in our lives become just the right size. Big enough to matter to us, but small enough so that we don't become enslaved to what they think of us. So this is just something that's kind of been on my mind since the end of last year, and I was really grateful to find this article with some practical things to do when we find ourselves trying to feed that need for approval from others. So like I said, I'll go ahead and have it linked down below. I've got a finished look at my spread here for you. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. And that's going to do it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.